Kamen Rider Zeztz with Bansou Sentai Kizuna Five. The story begins in the Kizuna Five secret base late at night. Togo and his friends, Naga, Emily, Shuji, and Tsukasa, are having a sleepover after their final encounter against the Bond Killer, as they believe that they deserve some fun during their rough times dealing with the Zetsuenders, as they decided to go to sleep. Meanwhile, in the spacecraft known as Shredskull, the Breakup King was introduced to their new monster known as Mary Knights, the Bond Killer of Dreams, as she is the Bond Killer's successor who plans to destroy the Kizuna Five by entering into their dreams and destroying them in their sleep. This makes the Breakup King impressed by Mary Knights, as she was teleported to Earth and entered into other people's dreams to make their way into the Kizuna Five's mind to take control of their dreams. As Mary Knights enters the Kizuna Five's dream, as she drags them to the world of nightmares where they have go through her funhouse of dreams, as she plans to destroy them with their own dreams, but then gets interfered by a monster who calls himself the Bond Nightmare, who plans to steal the people's Bond energy to drive them into a state of insanity as they cause damage in the real world. Mary Knights doesn't accept the Bond Nightmare's attempt to steal her goal to corrupt dreams, as they began to duel each other, but then they were attacked by a man named Bakuyorozu, code number 7. Who was sent to the dream world by code to take down the Bond Nightmare to prevent him from taking any more bonds from the people's dreams. Baku pulls out his Zeztz driver and inserts the impact capsule to transform into Kamen Rider Zeztz to take down both Mary Knights and the Bond Nightmare. Meanwhile, the Kizuna Five were struggling to face their own dreams as they heard Baku's voice and told them that they shouldn't let Mary Knights take control of their dreams, since they are part of their minds and decide what they are thinking and what they want to think. So now Togo and his friends inserts their Bond plate into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizuna Five team, as they began to imagine what they are thinking to help them break through Mary Knight's illusions, as they manage to escape the funhouse and witness Baku dealing with Mary Knights and the Bond Nightmare on his own. When the Kizuna Five join forces with Zeztz to take down Mary Knights and the Bond Nightmare, Togo and Baku work together to face the dream monsters, while the rest of the Kizuna Five members deal with a group of Ingakon. Just then, Togo decided to use Baku's other capsules, Steam, Recovery, and Wonder, to create 3 copies of Zeztz's other forms to join him and Zeztz to take down Mary Knights and the Bond Nightmare. So now the Kizuna Five and the Yumi Sentai, Dream Sentai, Zeztz 4 join together to perform the finishers, as Baku and his copies perform their rider kicks, and the Kizuna Five summon the Victory Kizuna Buster to perform the true Victory Kizuna Buster to defeat Mary Knights and the Bond Nightmare for good. When the dreamer of the Bond Nightmare was revealed to be a shy little boy who wants to make friends, but was too afraid due to his lack of people skills, as he decided to dream about break everyone's friendships. Zeztz and the Kizuna Five wake up from the dream world to see that Mary Knights has grown gigantic and began to rampage around the city to finish off what the Bond Nightmare started. So now the Kizuna Five summon their Kizuna beasts to form the maximum Kizuna Kaiser to deal with Mary Knights one last time, with Zeztz inside the cockpit to assist them. When Mary Knights has proven to be too powerful for the Kizuna Five to handle, Zeztz uses his capsules to give the maximum Kizuna Kaiser some extra abilities to help the Kizuna Five have the upper advantage against Mary Knights. So now the Kizuna Five and Zeztz summons maximum Kizuna Kaiser's Great Bond Sword to perform the Impact Kizuna Banish Slash to finally defeat Mary Knights for good, as she explodes into nothing. Back at the Kizuna Five secret base, Togo and his friends are having trouble going back to sleep due to Mary Knight's attempt to control their dreams, as they continue having fun until they get tired and go to bed. But they weren't aware that Baku is watching the Kizuna Five sleep over in the headquarters of Code, as Commander Zero tells Baku that he did a good job saving the Kizuna Five from being controlled by their own dreams and saving the young boy from being corrupted by the nightmare monster. So now Baku decided to go back to bed as he prepared himself for his next mission in the dream world against the nightmares.